Welcome to Week 14 podcast. We're back, everybody. I think we missed, 2 weeks, Rob? We were gone for 2 weeks?
It seemed like an eternity, Sam.
Yeah, and you know what? We had a lot of great close matchups this past weekend to go right into the playoffs, and we will definitely talk about them. And then Rob also has some awards to give out, or to announce. Yeah, awards to announce.
Whatever.
Yeah. But Rob, let's go ahead and get talking about the matchup this past weekend in Week 14.
All right, where do you want to start?
Let's start with
me?
Yeah, sure. Any?
All right. We'll do a little rundown for everybody. All right, Savs and Autumn wins here. Man, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. You know, I guess he should have started Greg Zuerlein instead of Greg Joseph. I mean, what a fool. What are you going to do? Nah, this thing's agonizing. Autumn Wind had a great team, dude. He's right there knocking on the door. He also had a 300-plus point week, one of only 3 that's ever been done. And like he graciously pointed out that it was actually even beat this year, so that was strange. Amazing. Great season for Autumn Wind. I know that Michael did not want to play Tom Brady and Justin Herbert again. I don't think anybody wanted to. So this team probably deserved an awful lot better, but that's not taking anything away from the Savs over there. He finally got Patrick Mahomes. You know, the cure to Patrick Mahomes' ills is the Oakland Raiders or the Vegas Raiders, or was that the El Paso Raiders, or was it? I just can't keep up anymore. So, and Russell Wilson even showed up this week. That was bizarre. So, yeah. Chuba Hubbard, but that really came down to just one long agonizing drive there where he's just really sitting there with the Rams. And it's like, I was just watching that score go up with Savs and Autumn Wind. I go, it's almost to the point where even Matt Gay could beat him at this point. It was just amazing. So, and he gets a 39-point performance out of the pickup out of the Chiefs. So Savs is a savvy player. There's no question about that. So he's back in the playoffs again and could do damage, especially if Mahomes and Wilson keep on a little shy at running back. We'll see what he's got, though. He's the man there. So better luck next year, Adrian. We really enjoy having you in the league, my man. So moving on down, we'll just do a quick run through these guys. Degenerate Bastards, yeah, he just puts up another pedestrian 200-point week. Not much to say there. We'll have a lot more things to talk about him down the line. New Denver, again, man, this division was ridiculous. All 4 of these teams were playoff and really championship quality, so which we cannot say about every division in this league, Sam.
What are you talking about?
So, we have 4 teams over here that were just great. New Denver comes up shy again, as always, a great player to have in this league. And, just maybe look at that. He's got Devontae, Tyreek Hill, and Rob Gronkowski. It's scary stuff, man. This guy's not in the playoffs. This is a super team, and he bows out in style at 189 and actually kind of kept the pressure on that season high score, which is pretty interesting. Ninja is sad. Now we get over to the other division here. Somebody had to win a division. So Ninja, Assassin, and High Rollers, this was a playoff game effectively, right, Sam?
Correct. Winner goes in, loser goes home.
So why'd you start a guy that was on the IR?
When I submitted my starting lineup, he was questionable. That was at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday. I woke up too late Sunday. I woke up too late Sunday. I did. I woke up too late Sunday and saw what happened. I'm like, crap. So no excuses for me.
At the end of the day, it was only a 4-point difference between him and DK Metcalf. So.
Correct.
DK Metcalf. Let's talk about some puds later. We'll remember DK Metcalf's name when that comes down to it. Either way, 123, 111, it was still enough. I mean, Jeffrey Wilson, who I know you were desperately, waiting with bated breath for the designation on Elijah Mitchell to change.
As soon as I saw Elijah Mitchell was going to be out, I was like, come on, I can't put him on IR, and I'm bugging you. I was like, hey, I can't put this guy on IR.
I mean, my Lord, you're in there with 5 points. This game really kind of comes down to, though, I mean, at the end of the day, the difference between you and Manny being in the playoffs as as one of our underrepresentatives in this league is Lamar Jackson's ankle injury in the first quarter. Other than that, without that, I think that we're listening to you kind of rude that rue the day that your team didn't come through. So, it's a good season for, high rollers. Not his best. He's been up there a little higher before. So,
Yeah.
it's, a lot of talent. A lot of guys didn't kind of lost out. This pains me. This is the two young gentlemen of this league. This Belichick mate wins it. He comes in. He was kind of up to a couple of weeks ago, somehow, some way flirting with the playoff spot. He only goes out with dignity. And also already won 2 games this year. So the less said about this game, the better. Bizarrely, Sam, we had 2 game winners this year. Belichick mate getting better, man. Also, Verdi, I think the luck finally caught up to him. He's been off to a good start. So, you got to keep him humble, right? You got Rex Burkhead was in the lineup. All right, moving over. Hey, speaking of 2-win teams, that rolls us over to my man Kelly Bulldogs, who just decimated by injuries the entirety of the season. It was a literal mash unit. So, yeah, I mean, and everybody showed up to play the guy too. It was crazy. So it's an insane season. He goes out with 9 points out of Derek Carr, which equaled the Raiders' total. Lamar Jackson, nothing. We're not going to go on with that. The bag of the bat. We'll give him the same treatment we gave Degenerate earlier. He's got the bye running through that. It's a great season. Ho hum. Tays in the playoffs. Michael's in the playoffs. Ho hum. Oh, straight LA Kings and the Hart Foundation. Talking about teams getting burned. Straight LA. This team was definitely playoff quality, and he lost on a tiebreaker to Scott earlier this year. He had just some weeks that just didn't go his way, but at least he goes out in style here totally at the 222. I think he kind of put it his best a couple of weeks ago in the string out there. One of the, where Stevie was, we'll just say, basking in his glory of his only 2 wins coming against straight LA. He didn't want to let that one go unnoticed. And, he handled it like a gentleman there, and he just said, my luck has run out in this league, and it just kind of did. This was a really good team, though. Should have been. I really had him pegged as probably the best team in our particular conference and never played out. Hart Foundation, really good team here too this season. It just didn't come together. The injuries were there. The Kareem Hunt didn't play up to what he was hoping for. He never could get the quarterbacks really on page. It's Joe Burrow was nice, but he'd been chasing them the entirety of the season. It just kind of felt like a team that was always off a week. Wolfpack in the playoffs, 205 points, big time, man. I'm telling you, I don't think anybody can win a championship with a quarterback out of Buffalo. Let's see if he can prove me wrong. Josh Allen with a remarkable game. However, that was in the warm weather down there in Tampa Bay this week, so we'll see how that goes. He's getting humongous performance out of James Conner and Leonard Fournette, which is just stunning to me. And then, but, just to make sure that the luck plays out there, he's getting nothing out of Travis Kelce week after week after week. And I don't know, that's 3 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row. The Dallas Cowboys have been over 30. This is, Pete Muppets. God, it's a great name, though. I love the name. I really do. This team sucked. All right, moving down to Super Flukies, Gang Green. That's Gang Green's in the playoffs, coming through at the 211. Mark showed up big time with the 160 this week. Coming in real nice. Super Flukies, our defending champion, making sure that, there's still only one repeat champion in the 22-year history of this league. And I don't remember that gentleman's name, but I do understand he's quite a handsome fella. So Gang Green just keeps riding Justin Herbert and, Aaron Rodgers to glory. It's a good team. I like it. It's one of my favorite teams I've had. I'm betting you I'm losing in the first round this week, though. I got matchup problems. So that's what we got, Sam. Thanks to everybody for this year. Hopefully, give you a little touch of your team. So, what do you guys think of that, Sam?
Yeah, no, that was great. Great season. Come on, I'm not naive. I am winning by sheer. The other team just can't score much. My record. Come on,
it happens, man.
It happens. Every team I played that I've won is they've just not been putting up the points that they usually do. So I'm like, come on, dude. I know the story.
And that's fair. And, if this was your first year of the league, we'd all hate you. But it's like your 18th year in the league. So I'm sure you, by this point, have had the season where, my team does really well every week, and whoever I play just beats me. They outscore me. I mean, you just have seasons like this. It balances out over the years.
I think Don had that one season where like he would put up monster point, but the other team he plays would just put up bigger points, and it's just like Don couldn't get a break that season.
No, and it's totally true. And I mean, I've had a season or two like that, and it's I mean, to an extent, Straight LA had just had a season like that this year, And you play it long enough, you'll get every season. I always say that. I mean, hang around, get have like Nolan did this year, have the draft the all Bucks team, or you can have a season like Scott where it was just everybody was on IR, even Stevie. I mean, it's just they were just so you get every season, so you have no apologies. You won your division. That's how it breaks out. You were a genius at your starters each week, Sam.
Yes. So, great season, everybody. Let's talk about the awards.
Well, the awards. So Gangrene I was 16 points short of what I don't think anybody will ever do because I couldn't even get it done this year. I don't know how easy it is to even get the bad beat and the high score in one season. That's kind of odd. So, but Michael ends up taking the season total by 6 points, and Gangrene takes the other 3.
That's the wrong sound effects.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, good for Michael. I don't think, and don't cry for me, Argentina here, Sam. I mean, I'll take my $225 on those $75 awards and just kind of, be pretty happy with myself. So,
yeah.
And, let's talk some studs and puds on the season. We'll throw out some names here real quick, just kind of finish it up. It was quarterback. Who do you got as who's your stud quarterback for the year there, Sam?
Call me biased, but I got to say Aaron Rodgers showed up.
Yeah, I got to go call me biased, too. I like Aaron Rodgers quite a bit myself. I throw out Justin Herbert. I happen to have both, so I'm super biased. I also thought Josh Allen, he kept it going pretty good throughout the season. So.
He did. Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Taysom Hill, yeah. So, no, we're talking for the season, pal.
Oh, for the season. Definitely.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How about some busts for the season, quarterback?
Derek Carr, definitely one of them. Hey, did you know that I picked him up 3 times, Derek Carr, this season? I picked him up 3 times, just to let you know.
There's 3 strikes and you're out. Come on. I'll go with, I'll do one better. How about, let's see, Matt Ryan comes to mind.
Oh, yes, Matt Ryan.
And I'm looking at a name here, and he's certainly not a bust, but Dak Prescott, man,
Yeah.
You just expected a hell of a lot more. I know it was kind of like a controversy when Nolan dropped him. It wasn't controversy. He dropped him because he was like desperate to make the playoffs, keep his team going. And there was a lot of excitement over it. And, I think it's safe to say at this point he hasn't really.
It was a good drop for him. I mean, like the first 2 or 3 weeks after the drop. I'm sorry, not 3, but the 2 weeks after the drop and the pickup. I mean, he didn't do anything, like nothing.
Well, he put up 6 points last week. So it's you look at Michael's team. I'm just kind of looking at on the screen right now, and I go, man, if he had Prescott going, I mean, he put up 200 points without Prescott doing anything this week. So, running backs, this is studs of the year. This is super easy. Again, we're going to just return to the Gangrene game. We're going to go Jonathan Taylor.
That came out of nowhere.
It didn't come out of nowhere.
Well,
it came out.
What week did he get hot? I mean, come on, he wasn't hot all season, right?
Well, I believe he's ran 10 weeks in a row of a touchdown. So they had to do the courtesy try to get Carson Wentz going, thing, and I don't know. So it didn't really come out of that far out of left field. So there's another studs on the year. I'm James Conner. Seriously, he might be. Now you talk about coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
That's Lord. He's got like damn near 15 touchdowns somewhere in that range. I don't know the official number. And your puds, your busts of the year there. I mean, it's Christian McCaffrey immediately comes to mind. And just not a good season. And you get the contingency out of Cleveland there. They just couldn't keep off the COVID, and they're still doing the COVID, So it's just not a real hot season. Also, wide receivers.
Also, I want to throw Zeke in there because I drafted him really high.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeke's a name, man. He was good in college. He had one good season in the NFL in his rookie year, and it's like I think everybody universally thinks Tony Pollard should be the starter there, but it's they in the money. Not one of my favorite guys. I've had him on my team a couple times, and he just God, he's slow, dude. Wide receivers, you got any studs out there? There's a few that'll jump out. I mean,
Your Devontae Adams, definitely.
yeah, Devontae, Cooper Kupp,
Cooper Kupp right now.
absolutely was he had a B season. I mean, he had a great season. You look around here. I'm just trying to search for other names. Nothing really else is jumping out. I'm sure people are going, but you're missing this guy.
Lockett, maybe true. Lockett,
Yeah, Lockett. Yeah, well, that's an easy transition to the Puds of the year, though. I mean, how about Alvin Kamara? No, Alvin Kamara had a great year, but unfortunately was injured crap. But how about DK Metcalf? There's it.
DK Metcalf, yeah. So Scott and I had an interesting conversation about Russell Wilson isn't getting along with DK Metcalf, his theories and all that other stuff. And at first I didn't believe it, but then I read an article about how DK is like very, isn't in tune with Russell's Christian values. Like they talk about how like DK is like doing the stripper thing and going to see strippers and like his social media isn't all that Christian theme or whatever. And as I was reading that article, I was like, oh, Scott might have a point. They didn't get along. So that could play a factor.
Man, maybe, I think I was there and I made the joke that DK, made it past Russell's wife. I don't know, that's understandable if he did, by the way. I mean, but it's, I don't know. There were just some times this year though, where there's a game or two where I just saw him and then you're going, and I swear Russell looked right at him and just looked the other way. Yeah. Dude, bizarre. So there might actually be something to that. So that's your studs and puds. We're missing guys all over the place. I guess you can probably take the biggest pud of the year and hand that over to Henry Ruggs, huh? Oh, yeah, that's what you'll be saying soon. That hurts. I hope the young man turns out okay. Oh God, it's an unfortunate event. It really is. So it's nobody else had a worse year than him on this league in football in general. So that's kind of it, Sam. So playoffs start this week. Showdown. Gang Green versus the Wolfpack, and we got on the other side we got Savs rolling against you. And the way it's shaping up right now, it's going to be a matter of who's not on the COVID list. It looks like. So
we got 75 guys on the COVID list in 2 days, as I was reading.
It's crazy. It's reared its head at the exact wrong time. So far, it doesn't seem to have much impact on people. But give it a day.
There's more names coming out.
We shall see. So it's going to be interesting. But we'll do this every week, though, right? It'll probably be a lot quicker. This one took a little bit longer because it's a season wrap up. I'd like to say thank you to everybody again for a great season. We got a couple basic rule changes coming next year, and everybody pay the man so I can pay the league. And
yes, definitely. Pay the league, and another thing, Rob, waivers are the exact same time and everything, right?
Yeah, everything's the same. We reverse order. It goes to the number one seed, and we reboot that every week. So Tay and Michael have the number one this week, and they're going to have the number one next week. There's no question about it. You can't lose the number one seed because you didn't play. So that's a nice little advantage. So we'll go from there.
All right, folks. For Rob, I'm Sam. Good luck to the guys in the playoffs, and great season, guys.
All right, Sam. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.